Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends to solo 120 Doom Tower Hard, the Frost Spider. Just a few days ago, we two-manned it with Drexstar and Melga, as you can see there, but we're going to solo it now with Sethallia. And if you didn't see that, Sethallia has a lead where she gets plus 50 resistance. Now we're going to bring in just a few Dark Elhanes, maybe 1, 2, or 3 to help us get through these really quickly. They just don't stop, right? AoE, we're on to the next wave. Let's see if we can get another freeze up to provoke our girls. There we go. We got a freeze, and we're all down. Everybody is down. So we get to the boss very quickly. Just make sure when you get to the boss with your Sethallia, and I'm going to show you all the stats you need. It's not really what you think it is. We're not going to need that 550 accuracy. Make sure that your Sethallia is using her A2 on herself. It will cause you to fail here because Sethallia will go over to somebody else. She'll use her A3 to boost, and she'll heal some other champion, and she'll die, right? She won't even care about herself. She'll just sacrifice it, and you'll fail it. So right there, I did manual. Now we're going to go full auto. I just did that manual part to make sure she healed herself and not that Seeker, and now we're good to go. So just focus one of the spiders. It doesn't matter which spider you focus. Looking at this chart down below, you can see that the main spider resistance is 280 plus 300. Now, if you have a burn up on the main spider, that resistance will drop down by 300 and will then only be 280. We don't even care about that. The resistance on the spiderlings on the side is 330. So we just need around 300 accuracy and we'll be good. We'll be good to get the burns up on the spiderlings, and then the spider will be the last thing standing. And you know, with any amount of accuracy or any amount of resistance, eventually you're going to land the debuff. Eventually you will land it, and you're not going to kill the spider with your A1. You just will not do it. Even though it's going to have just a little bit of life left, it's still such a huge amount. You're eventually going to get that burn up and beat the spider. Down there next to the 280 plus 300, you see the 300. That's the accuracy the main spider has. We want to make sure we have around 360 resistance, somewhere around there, but we do have that lead of plus 50 resistance for our Sethallia. So that'll work out handy for us to make sure that we get enough gear so that we get our 300 accuracy and our 360 or so resistance. That's all we're going to need to do this, because we're going to land our burn on the side spiders, and then we're going to make sure at the very end, we're going to get it up on the main spider. Do not fear, and it's only going to take 10 minutes. It's not going to take you all day. We are on full auto right now. So if you see that, again, just take note that we only need the accuracy to get over the spiderling's resistance. We don't need to worry about the main boss, and we want to have enough resistance so that the main boss's 300 accuracy doesn't bother us. So we've got it. We've got resistance of 324 plus 50. That's perfect. That's exactly where we need to be. And we only need accuracy of around 300, but we've got 394. So we're a little high on that end, but that's okay. We'll take it. We will take it. Maybe it's going to help us get that debuff up at the very end a little bit faster. And again, it doesn't matter if your accuracy is not high enough. All we have to do is get one burn up at the very end to kill this spider. And you're not going to sit here. Like, if you don't get that burn up, you're going to be fighting the spider for another 30 minutes. Because even though it looks like there's no health left on the spider, on the main boss, after we get done killing these side spiders from all these burns, right? You're going to see the spider might look like they have, I don't know, 2% HP left. But that's a lot of life. That's a huge amount of life. And with our Sethallia going in there and doing, let's see how much she does on her A1. And she doesn't even do her A1 that often. She's too busy doing her A2 and A3 nonstop. Let's see what a hit does. If she'll do a hit. See what I mean? There we go. So she's hitting for 1,700 and what was it? 1,776 on the spiderling. On the main boss, it might even be less. So believe me, the boss is gonna have just like a million still life, or maybe it's gonna have like 200,000. No, maybe it'll have like 600,000 or 500,000. So you're not gonna. It's gonna take you forever, and you will eventually get that burn up. You will. Unfortunately, Sethallia only has a 60% chance booked to get that burn, to try to apply the burn. But we're going to see at the very end, we're going to see the resistance. I kind of sped this up a little bit by putting another burn on the right spider. We had one up on the left. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead over here and try to get one up on the right and switch it back and forth just to make it longer. If you want to put it on full auto, pick one spider. I don't care, left or right. I'm used to picking the left because when I come in here with a leech, I want to get that leech up on the left spider when I'm with a real team and make sure that the spider doesn't put that increased attack on the main. The little spider doesn't put the increased attack on the main boss. And you can stop that. If you've seen my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to know about all these mechanics, all the great things to do against this one, to beat it with a normal, like, login champions, you can go watch that video. Also with Drexstar Blood Twin, the one we get from the Bazaar, we did two-man it. If you missed that video on two-manning it with Drexstar Blood Twin, the fiery demon dude that you get from the bazaar, along with any kind of reviver and healer, and you put them in a regen set and they just never die. They will never die. They will bring back your Drexstar Blood Twin and he will just keep applying the burn and you'll beat it. Two-man, beat it very easy with champions that anybody can obtain, because you can get a healer out there. You can get some kind of healer. Eventually, you're going to pull, there's a lot of good epics nowadays. You're going to pull Melga, you'll pull Drath, you'll pull, I don't know, just anybody out there that can revive somebody, and all you want to do is keep reviving that Drexstar. But let's look at this. So Sethallia is never going to die. We don't have to worry about Sethallia dying. You saw her stats earlier. She actually has either a resistance or a accuracy chest piece on, and she's got HP boots and HP gloves. That's it. Nothing special on it. She has accuracy sets and resistance sets. You're going to see all this at the end. It's not too crazy. We've got an accuracy or a resistance banner. I can't remember at this time, but you saw the stats. We had 300 something and 300 and something, and we didn't even need anywhere near that amount of accuracy. We could have gone down to 300 accuracy, dropped her by 90 something, and brought her resistance up, or kept her resistance the way it is fine, because we've got that aura, that plus 50 resistance, which is really helping us out so we can do this. So you'll never have to worry about her dying. You can bring anybody you want to get through the waves. I just chose to show off 3 Dark Elhanes because I think it's funny. It did actually get through there really quick, but you could bring anybody you want. They will die here. You know, the people you bring, make sure they die. Don't try to come in here and drag this out any longer. Don't bring a Duchess with you to keep Sethallia, like Sethallia to have to keep healing her. I'm telling you, if Duchess is not by herself, she will try to keep somebody else alive and then she'll die. Sethallia will. If she's not by herself, she'll do that. So you don't want that. You want her alone and she'll take care of everything. So don't try to come in here with a real team then. Just come in with a team that can get you through the waves, let them die on the boss, and then just do this here. We're at 8 minutes and 27 seconds. And we would be quicker, but again, Sethallia doesn't have a 100% chance to try to apply a burn on that A1. Because you see there when she hits and you see no resistance go up, that means that that 40% chance is what we're hitting. So look, she's not even trying to apply it. So unfortunately, if she had a 100% chance to apply, it would go very quickly. Now I'm going to try this with a couple other champions that also do a burn, because I think we can do it with some others. But with Sethallia, it's like cheating, right? That A2, it's a 2-turn cooldown to heal herself of her max HP. It's like 75% of her max HP. She's never going to die. Okay, so now they're down. Watch this. Resist, resist, resist. Okay? Are we going to get another resist? Let's see. Resist, resist. We expect this. Our accuracy is like half of what we need it to be. But you still have like a 3% chance to put up the burn. And look at that life. You think that life is low, but it's not low. How much damage are we doing on the A1? Let me see again. It's not low. That's like, I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of life that is. But that life will not die from us hitting with that A1 until we've hit this boss a bazillion times with it. And by that time, you will get it up. Because right now, again, no damage, no damage. Resist, resist. Eventually, it will happen. I promise. I promise it will happen. Look at this. Look how long it took. There we go. Burn up. Game over. Done. 35 million by Sethallia. Look at everybody else. They all came in and left. Sethallia's there at the end. 35 million. Look at those lips. She is wonderful. She's so good in arena. She's so good everywhere else. I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of music so you can see over this gear. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys all in a video soon.